you know, I don't see it. He's still limping, so I doubt tomorrow he will play. And hopefully at some point he tries to see what he can do. But I don't, you know, I don't think it's tomorrow, so. Questions?
Is that an ankle for him, Cal?
Yeah.
Are you hopeful in the long-term prognosis? Obviously, there's a more important tournament after this one that at some point
he's got to make that decision. You know, and last time it took time to do it, but it's not going to be me making it. It'll be him and the doctors to make sure that, you know, he'd be okay.
How does that affect your rotations with Jarred?
It gives Sasha and Nick a chance to play more. It gives us a chance to put Wenyon at 5. That makes us a different kind of team. You know, what we have to do is make up for his energy. Someone's got to come in, and it's not one, let's all pick it up 5%. We've got to pick up 9 rebounds. So where are we going to get those 9? And those 9 need to come from a couple from PJ, a couple from Wenyon, a couple from Kevin Knox. Guards get a couple. Sasha, you and Nick together get a couple more than you've been getting. And so, but he's also active. We'll miss him. It'll be harder to play without him.
Now, you've been good at times in the postseason, different years, of finding one guy, identifying him beforehand, and kind of pushing his button and saying, this is the game for you. And then he kind of goes out and delivers. Is there a guy you'll lean on going into this one?
Well, I've kind of been talking to, in front of the team, talking to Quad A, because he's really off the court, more disciplined in what he's doing. Now you're watching him on the court, more disciplined in what he's doing. He's trying to play the way we're asking him to play, and you're seeing him start to blossom. And my guess is that you know, he's going to be one of those guys that could, you know, step out and make plays and do some stuff for us. Because guys got to make basketball plays in these kind of tournaments. You know, and again, what we're trying to do is how good can we become as a team? Let's do this game to game, and let's see if we can improve and get our mindset where it needs to be.
John, I'm a little bit scared to ask you this because you always respond with such a frowny face, but given the fact of your team this year and how they can benefit from playing in the SEC tournament, are you concerned that your negativity toward the tournament might dampen their enthusiasm? They seem anxious to play.
No, I mean, look, here, again, what I tell them, simple. We're using this tournament to see how good we can be. We're using this tournament to prepare us for next week. And we'll also use this tournament to see if we can improve our seed, which it never does. But we'll see. So it's not like I'm saying let's not play. This is our opportunity right now to do what we need to do. But again, guys, I've been this way when I was at UMass, when I was at Memphis, and now here. I have not changed. I've been the exact same way, and I've approached it the same way. And those teams haven't taken my negativity the wrong way.
Okay.
I think we've won a lot of these tournaments.
John, what makes you, I'm sorry.
How many, Jerry, have we won? You know all the negative stuff. Where is he? He knows the negative stuff. What?
He's at the arena.
Doing stats over there, I guess.
Thoughts on Georgia?
I'm supposed to laugh.
Yeah, what about
They're good. If you listen to what I said prior to the tournament, they were the team that was playing the best at the end of the year. They lost at home to Texas A&M in the last minute. They lost to Tennessee in the last minute. They should have won both games. They had good leads in both games. And then you saw what they did to Vanderbilt, and now you see what they did to Missouri. And Missouri, they told me, had the building. So it's basically was a road game. So, you know, and I hit Mark and just told him, I said, you are coaching your brains out, which I have great respect for him. The game we played against him at our place, when I watched the tape, we should have got beat. I mean, they had us beat. So he's doing a good job, and it'll be a hard game. I mean, these are all hard games, and we're going in with guys that are anxious and never played in a tournament, and what does this mean, and is it going to be different? And it's worry about us just playing and playing better. I like the frame of mind my kids are in, but you just don't know when they're this young and inexperienced.
Cal, how much of what PJ has done has been feeding off of Jarred, and do you worry about that? that?
I do, and I mentioned that to the group. I mean, what they became was they played buddy basketball. They both knew where each other, and they created good opportunities for each other. And we're going to have to see if that could be Wenyan. You know, it's can that be him? You know, how can we do this?
Anything in particular about the way Georgia plays? 'Cause it's always when you two guys hook up, it's always
games.
yeah.
They take care of the ball. You know, what they're doing this year is they're making shots. So now they've got some shooters on the perimeter that, as you try to guard all that stuff they do around that basket, these kids can make shots. Their freshman point guard has played a great tournament in 2 games right now. Hadn't been playing as much, and then the last 2 games they're playing him a lot. And you know what? They're putting him in a high pick and roll, kind of like they used to do with JJ. So now all of a sudden, here's this kid coming, shooting bombs, and then getting to the rim and shooting layups. And he's a young kid. He's a freshman. He's good.
John, you said anything to your athletic director about this idea that you never pushed you up in the seed line to do well in the conference tournament?
When they talk about us, he will be out of the room. He won't be in the room. So I can't. I wish I could blame him, but I can't. He's not in the room.
John, do you have any comment? You may have put out a statement I may have missed about Mr. Lyons passing away.
Yeah, I lost a really good friend. And I mean, our city and our state, when you talk about, you know, RJ and Pierce, there's those 2 holes that you're not filling. And, you know, I was able to, you know, be around and be there and for Dr. Lyons as he went through this, not as much as I'd like to, but the family was keeping everybody away, to be honest, and wanted their privacy, which I totally respected and understood. But he's a guy that would just, how can I help you? You know, if the team wasn't playing good, you need anything, you want to sit down and talk, and you know, he would bring in psychologists for me that they were using within their company. You know, would send me different things to perk me up, and just was a great friend. I mean, great friend of the state. I mean, when you talk about what he was able to do, and most of us will not know all the things he's done until they start coming out now. People will start talking about what he's done for them personally. Because a lot of it was like heart-to-heart stuff. It wasn't this group, it was you. He helped him. And, you know, Rick was the same way. I mean, you know, you're just finding out now, years later, of people that he's touched, and, you know, it's just we need the next wave of guys. You know, it could be Mark, it could be Pierce's son. But we need that next wave of leaders that are about our city and about our state to step up.